Welcome once again to Breakfast Central on a Monday morning. Now, witnesses in Ethiopia have confirmed that 200 ethnic Amhara have been killed in an attack in the country's Oromia region and are blaming a rebel group which denies it, making it one of the deadliest of such attacks in recent memory as ethnic tensions continue in Africa's second most populous country. The witnesses have blamed the Oromo Liberation Army, OLA, for the attacks. In a statement, the Oromia regional government also blamed the OLA, saying the rebels attacked after being unable to resist the operations launched by federal security forces. Meanwhile, an OLA spokesman, Oda Tarbi, has denied the allegations.
Ethiopia is experiencing widespread ethnic tensions in several regions, most of them over historical grievances and political tensions with the Amhara people, the second largest ethnic group among Ethiopia's more than 110 million population. They've been targeted frequently in regions like Oromia. The government-appointed Ethiopian Human Rights Commission has called on the federal government to find a lasting solution to the killings of civilians and protect them from such attacks.
Well, it's a really sad situation, and I think this escalated mostly from 2020, late 2020. President Abiy Ahmed has not been able to in any way bring peace to the country. A lot of people even accuse him of being one of those who has continued to not necessarily promote violence, but he's seemingly escalated it in some way, shape or form. I also had to read through some of the tweets in response to this story. It says about more than 230 of them that were killed. And there's people who have said that, these killings happened after he made certain hate speeches and whatnot. Although those are just random statements here and there. But it just really is sad, seeing that these type of things have continued to happen in Ethiopia under his rule. And I think before he came into government, he is a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Ethiopia has been a hotspot, really, and it's unfortunate to see that this is happening, but what is happening in Ethiopia is not peculiar to Ethiopia. It's something that we've seen happen in several countries around the continent. It's something that we grapple with. We're still struggling with terrorism and insecurity, and there's so much that's been happening. But like we always say here, we would keep highlighting the stories so that our governments around the continent can please, it's unfortunate that we have to say please, but can be urged to do what needs to be done to secure the lives of the citizens. I mean, it's unfortunate. Over 200 people killed. What is the value of one Ethiopian life? It's now numbers. What we see is that people get so used to hearing of all these deaths that they become desensitized. And after a while, it becomes regular.
Absolutely. And it's one of the things that was mentioned sometime last week when someone brought back the incident in Owo, and a couple of other similar incidents. We've gotten to a stage where, I mean, we probably have always been at this stage, but it should still be mentioned, that some of these persons, are just figures. It's really just statistics now. Now all we hear is 30, 40, 60, 200, 15. The names, aren't known. Nobody, identifies them. Nobody humanizes these persons who have lost their lives in the most gruesome way. And sadly, like you mentioned, what really is the value of the human life in Africa, in any part of, the African continent? It really, really is, is heartbreaking. Abiy Ahmed, and I'm not blaming him, as the president, but, all of this, has been taking place since he has been in power. It feels like it's been a power tussle between himself and rebel groups that have, he's not been able to provide answers to. And at the same time, the Ethiopian people will, of course, continue to bear the brunt. They will be the ones to suffer while, these politicians and these, rebel leaders, just take them for a ride.
Just like
so it's heartbreaking.
The proverb that says when the two elephants fight, it's the grass that suffers. Unfortunately, it's the life of the people that is...
grass in this case.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking, really heartbreaking. Anyway, those are, of course, the latest from Ethiopia. We'll bring you more updates as they emerge, and, we hope that there is some peace, some level of peace in that country as soon as possible.